Welcome back to Tiffany's Lock Jewels, and I have my friend today here, Nicole Burks. And as you can see, she has a lovely set of locks on her head. When did you start your locks? Like, how long have you had them?
About 4 years.
Okay,
Almost 4 years. I don't know the exact date, but about 4 years.
Okay, great. Yeah. Her locks are so much thinner, of course, than mine. She doesn't consider them sister locks. She started them herself. So, sister locks have a trademark on all of their,
Gridlock parting pattern.
Gridlock, yes. So she did her own, but they would be considered probably micro locks, right?
Micro or small locks. I think the micros are maybe even smaller than this, but these would just be considered small locks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they're really pretty. She also started her daughter's hair. Her daughter's has similar locks, size locks also.
Yes.
I would say I palm roll mine. So when there's a difference. You can see my palm rolling is just more twisting at the root, and so. As you can see, mine are bigger. Mine are considered traditional locks. And there's a difference with the pattern. So she latches. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Yes, I do. I latch my locks. I actually started mine differently. I started them with plaits. And then I started very small as well. I cut all my hair off.
Yeah.
And I let it grow a little bit enough to be able to do the plaiting. And then I actually just made a bunch of plaits in my hair everywhere. And I'm a perfectionist, OCD, so my parting is very specific.
Yeah.
And it's still there. You will, if you look at my hair and you see anywhere in my hair the parting. So when I'm latching, I'm always careful to clean up my parts, make sure I keep my parting.
Yeah.
So I use, usually when people latch their hair, they use a latch tool, a crochet needle, to do it. And it's just a process of just weaving your own hair into itself. And it goes in like a 3 or 4 point pattern or rotation, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that. That's what I do to retouch up my hair and my daughter's hair, and it's worked out for me. And I do the latching, and I have a method of how I keep my locks neat. So as I'm locking or interlocking my roots, I'm always careful to twist my hair. So I'm twisting with my fingers from the root to the tip. So when you look at my locks, you see a pattern that's more smooth than what you would see in other people who normally latch their hair.
Smooth. Yeah. Very, very pretty. Yeah. So there's differences, and I'm sure if you do your research and you're considering starting locks, this is a little bit more maintenance, but at the same time it lasts longer before you have to touch it up again. Whereas with palm rolling, it's pretty much, you have to pretty much palm roll every time you wash. I mean, you don't have to, because people, we don't always do that. You can go a couple times without twisting, but, I'd say most of us like to just twist them and keep them neat. So, once you have your hair washed, you'll twist it in a certain direction. Just put a little bit of, I use a little bit of locking, locking gel, I guess you could call it, twist butter, whatever you want to call it. I have another video on that, all my products, but, twist it and leave it, and eventually the lock starts to form. So anyways, I would like her to wear some of my jewelry, but she doesn't really want to wear too many lock jewels right now.
I'm just not a lock jewel person, but
she wears the other jewelry.
I wear the other jewelry.
Yes.
I like the jewelry. I do. I'm just not big on the lock jewelry, but my daughter is. I have two of my daughters actually have locks. My older daughter, she just locked her hair. I think how long now? Maybe
probably about a year
about
ago.
a year, about a year, and hers are looking so good. They're just developing so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
And she started hers with plaits as well, and she maintains hers with the latching method as well.
Yeah. So. Anyways, more about Nicole. Maybe maybe there'll be a link to something you're, doing at some point.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like Tiffany
Always
use my own hair products on my hair,
Yeah.
and I've done so from the very beginning. And it served well for me, very well for me, and I get a lot of people interested
Yes.
in what I actually use on my hair and who does my hair and can
Yeah,
I
it's
do
gorgeous.
theirs? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Before
yes.
you started, she used to do micro braids years ago, like before locks really were like really popular.
Right, right.
She did micros, and people would come to her house and
Yes.
she'd get paid to do their hair, but
Yes,
those
yes.
days are long
Until
gone.
I got older and impatient with
Yeah.
the tedious work of braiding. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So, anyways, that's it for today. You can see the difference between traditional and latch.
And the latching, yeah.
Close up, I guess.
Yes, in the
So
culture.
yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. Bye.